The kalam of Allah is not co-eternal with Allah. It is created by Allah. So Jesus is created by Allah. And that became a central tenet of Mu'tazilis, who were actually known as da'is. Mu'tazilis were known as people who were debating with the Christians to convert them to Islam. So that was their central tenet. And that's the reason it got picked up for Mihna as well, because the claim that the kalam is the kalam of Allah is not a creation was seen as a threat to Islam. Not it wasn't that they were trying to be heretical or introduce something new, and that's why you'll see, it's contested, but non-Hanafi scholars from a century or two after Abu Hanifa accused Abu Hanifa of holding the theology that the Quran was created. And then there are stories by later Hanafis that no, he had that view, but he later on in his life repented, and right. But at least there's noise around that Abu Hanifa held that view, and by and large, you'll see that most people in Syria and Iraq had no issues with that particular view. But for the people in Medina, they haven't come across the same sort of Christian dialogue, and so it's a completely foreign, novel heresy almost. Like, why are we talking about is Quran eternal or created, or where is this coming from?
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a great point, Junaid. Thank you for sharing that, because a lot of times the way the story is told is it just picked up in a vacuum. Al-Ma'mun broke bad one day. He decides that the Quran is going to be a creation, and the ulama wake up the same morning and they're like, over our dead body, no way is it going to be a creation. But there's this entire debate contextualized by the Muslims coming into new lands, having different discussions, with the irony being within the context of them trying to spread Islam, that they go, wait a second, no, let's go away from this idea that it's actually eternal, because eternal means that Jesus is divine, which we don't like, right? And so that's incredible.